Thank you.
All right. Well, hello, hello. How you doing today? Greetings from Dallas, Texas, your hometown.
Oh, hello. How are you? That's so
Yeah.
exciting. Where are you in Dallas?
Well, specifically, our family's in Richardson, so you know that one very well from
Yeah, that's
McKinney.
where I'm from. Exactly.
That's great. Well, so it's nice to have a little hometown element here for this big movie. This one's so much fun to watch. It's so engaging. When you get a script like this, you must think, got to do this one, right?
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty disturbing story, but one that I was excited to tell.
Yeah, and of course you get to hang out with Mel Gibson and 50 Cent. So when did you think that was going to happen, right?
No, it's definitely not the the pairing that I expected.
Yeah, but those guys have been around, both of them. They're both very interesting and have incredible stories. Did you have a fun moment on the set, or just some good times just hearing some things?
Yeah, it was just interesting to just kind of be a fly on the wall and listen to stories and that sort of thing. But yeah, it was a nice set, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there a certain day or scene or moment that just stood out to you on filming this one that you should think you'll always take with you?
But there was a moment in between scenes where I had found a hammock and I had an umbrella, and then Brian came over and fanned me, and that was great.
Yeah,
Working with him.
absolutely.
There's,
Well,
there's, there's video of that somewhere. No, no, I mean, I think that the whole story, I mean, I just think is such an important story to tell, and I think everybody did their best to try and shine a light on it and tell it as respectfully as possible.
yeah, of course. And what is it that you're hoping that people will get out of this one? Because of course, it's meant for entertainment, but there's also a lot going on here too.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that they learn a little bit about these stories. I hope that they um, gain a bit of empathy for these women, because I think that, you know, there were a lot of people that weren't that interested in solving these murders because of how they saw the women and kind of dehumanize them, and I just think it's important to realize that they're they're humans, they're important, and
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you've done a great thing. You've gotten out of Texas and into the world, and people look up to you and they think, "See, that's what I want to do." And it's so much harder than people think. And so, what kind of advice would you give to someone that wants to follow in your footsteps?
I would say, do you have anything else you like to do? No, it's such a it's such a rewarding career at times, and it's such a frustrating career at times. So I just think you have to really, 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 really love it. And so if you really, 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 really love it, then I say go for it. And I think that especially in this day and age, if you can create your own things, then I would advise people to work on that too.
Yeah. Well, you're like this. My co-host is Drew Pearson, one of our great Dallas Cowboys. Caught the
Oh,
Hail
great.
Mary. Yeah,
Oh,
went in the Hall of Fame.
oh
Yeah.
wow. That's so
And
cool.
we're so proud of him. But he wanted me to make sure that I asked you your Hail Mary moment, which is that moment in your life or career where you had to go for it and it worked out for you.
Oh, I think it was probably just moving to LA at 17
Mm.
years old and just saying I'm going to go try this out and do it and uh not look back, you know.
Yeah. I guess it turned out pretty well, right?
It turned out pretty well. We're sitting here today because of it. So I'm really glad I did it.
Yeah. Well, and we talk about on the show that success mindset that you have to have, whether you're feeling it or not. And us creative types are hard on ourselves. So, what is it that you tell yourself that kind of keeps you going when things are hard?
I think I just try and remember how much I've done and how much um young me would be impressed by
Yeah.
what I've already accomplished. And it's hard sometimes, I think, living in LA, because it's hard not to compare yourself to people, or but it's really important just to be proud of yourself and be kind to yourself and treat yourself like the way that you would treat your friends who were doing the same thing. So
Mhm. That's true. And what was the Sorry, what was that first movie that you saw that you kind of looked up at the screen and just thought, that's what I want to do? You remember?
I don't remember exactly the movie, but I will say that I got really into film when I was 13 and living outside of Dallas in like around this little town called Princeton. Do you know
Yeah.
Princeton, Texas?
Hmm.
And there wasn't much there, but there was a video store, and I remember going. I loved to go and just pick out whatever was new, and he had a really great selection of independent films, which you wouldn't expect, out in this little
Hmm.
town. But he was like a big movie buff, and he would help me find things, and I would just check everything out, and I was just constantly watching movies, and that was probably where my real love of cinema. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, what do we have to look forward to coming up next from you?
Well, go see this on July 5th, of course, but
Yes.
also Monster Summer, which is
Mhm.
a film that I shot that will be out in October.
Oh, that's great. Are we going to get you back in the Dallas area anytime soon?
Maybe I did visit, I think right after we finished filming this movie in like May or June of last year. So I'm probably due for a visit.
We hope to have you back here very, very soon. And we're so proud of you. It was always great to see a local person get out there in the world and do great. And we're going to tell everyone to check out this movie and look forward to talking to you again sometime soon.
It was so nice chatting with you, and it's so really nice to chat with a fellow Texan and somebody from Dallas.
Yes.